Hey yo, guess what? The Nigerian airport experience is so much better. I know a lot of people have anxiety traveling through the airports. So if you are going to be traveling to the Lagos airport in Nigeria soon, this is definitely a video that you have to watch. I'm going to be sharing what to expect. But before I dive in, just for you guys that don't know me, my name is Bayo Adio, the Nigerian nomad. I'm a first generation Nigerian American that is just like exploring Nigeria in all of its glory. Talk a lot about investment, agriculture, and just lifestyle in Nigeria in general. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get into this video. So if you guys have watched, I've probably shot like, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 videos on traveling through the Nigerian airport experience. And a lot of people understand the frustrations that they go through. But I've traveled in and out of Nigeria twice in the last month. I finally went on vacation after like a year of just like grind work. We went to Portugal, I went to London. We just went on a European tour for a few weeks. So I've came in and out of Nigeria twice, and the experience is much better. So let me share some of the things to expect. And also I have a special tip that I'm going to share with you at the end of the video, that if you do this, it will save you at least 20-30 minutes. All right, so let's just dive in. One thing that has changed, if you guys have traveled through the airport, or even when you're driving out of Nigeria, I remember driving through Cotonou, one of the most frustrating things is that you have so many stops, like so many. Even at the airport, it gets frustrating when you're traveling out, when you're traveling in, to have so many stops. It's just, sometimes I get frustrated, I'm annoyed by how many stops. But pleasantly this time, your first stop is the passport immigration person. Although there's still this weird two-line that I don't understand why you have to check passport twice in one place. But just know that there is one stop where somebody is going to check your passport, and then you're going to go to another line, which is weird, and then they check your passport again. So just know roughly that's either 1 or 2 stops that you're going to have to go through. And then the final stop, which is more like people checking your luggages as you're exiting the airport. I think they're like customs, like they want to check if you brought in any smuggled goods or anything like that. And after that check, that's it. Can you imagine? But before, there used to be so many of them. So I'll say that's one thing that has drastically improved, is that the stops has drastically decreased. Secondly, you're going to be traveling into the new airports. So remember my old videos, I talked about the old airports and the new airports and the differences in experience. It seems like a lot of international flights are coming in through the new airport now. So just know when you come in, the environment is going to be a little bit different. In a good way, it's more modern, it's more fresh, it's more new. We'll see how the maintenance is over time. So it's definitely very different. You know, the restrooms are cleaner, everybody's a bit more professional. There's still a lot of the requesting of tips. That still happens throughout your experience, so still expect that. So I would say, yeah. So I would say that is number 2 thing that is different going through the airport. Now, number 3, which is like very exciting, probably the most exciting one that I've been thinking about a lot. So somebody like me who's traveled to over 15-20 countries, there's just a lot of things that I see in other places that I don't see in Nigeria. And one of them is the idea of like, why when you come out of the airport, you have to go far to the parking lot for somebody to pick you. Like there's no like curbside parking. Guess what? When I came in last time, I was ecstatic. So now you can literally come out of the airport with all of your luggages in your bag. As soon as you exit the airport, a car can actually come and pick you up in front of the airport. This is like so much better. This is so much better. That's like international standard. Because before, when you come out, you have to grab all your luggages, and then you have to like walk, saute. You have to go through this suspicious alleyway, and then there's people asking you if you want to change money, people harassing you if you want to buy some stuff, or people, I don't even know if it's safe. So I have to go through this corridor to like go into the car park for like a driver to come and finally connect with you and get you and all of that stuff. But now your driver can literally come and pick you up in front of the airport or drop you off in front of the airport. This is like, I would say, the most biggest exciting change with this airport experience. What else? I think those are like the three main ones. So now, also, of course, when you come out, there's places you can get your phone. There is like exchange rates places, which has always been in the old airport. But just know that that's like a big different change. Also, if you flew out of the new airports before, keep in mind that you have to take all your luggages, go down, and then walk out. But now you don't even have to go down and walk out again and have people waiting for you. You can just literally come out of the airport. So yeah, so if you guys are coming to Nigeria, you have somebody picking you up, Uber, Bolt, whatever, just know that they can come in front of the airport to pick you up. All right, now, I promised you guys that I was going to share one important tip that can save you 30 minutes at the airport. There's two things that I feel like is always important, just as a tip. For some reason, having a pen is always very good. So whenever you travel, just have a pen. Whether you're traveling out or in, there's always these random forms that you have to fill out. And if you don't have a pen, you're not stuck waiting to borrow someone else's pen, and they want to fill out the form and they want to go. They don't necessarily want to wait for you to fill out your form. But anyways, a pen is a small tip. But the most important one is they now have a new requirement that you have to fill out this health declaration form when you come into Nigeria. The website, by the way, is healthapp.ncdc.gov.ng. So yeah, so just go there, fill out the form, and it will provide you with the barcode. So a lot of people are not aware of this. So when you come out of the airplane, when you get into the airport, the first person that you're going to see is somebody that's like checking if you filled out the form or not. But if you fill it out and you have a barcode, you can just bypass that line and go on to like the passports immigration people. But if you haven't filled out this form, now you have to wait in line. Now you have to figure out what form you have to fill out. You have to get a paper. I feel like that wastes your time a little bit. So yeah, so if you're watching this video, you're very welcome. Hit the like button if you like that tip. Hit the like button. All right, so fill out that form, and you can just take a screenshot of the barcode or just print out the form at home before you go to the airport. That will save you some time. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to jump on here and share real quick with you guys on your experience on traveling through the airport. I know this is like a point of anxiety for a lot of people. One thing, if any government officials or people are watching this video, the only thing that I would like to improve as part of this experience is this, and a lot of people are confused about it. Because I travel in and out of Nigeria, I already know the drill. I even have to explain to people that I'm sorry, or that's just the Nigeria system there. I can tell some people are coming to Nigeria for the first time, so I try to help them maneuver it. And it's mainly this, there's this weird like two lines. And for you guys that have traveled through the airport, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, comment underneath this video below. There's this weird line where when you travel in other countries, there's only one passport control. You go, you show them your passport, boom, you're out. But in Nigeria, they have this place where somebody checks your passport, and then you have to get immediately in another line for someone else to check your passport. I even asked the officials last time, like, I think maybe last year, I finally was like, okay, please, my brother, explain this to me. Why is there like two random lines right next to each other? Why can't you guys combine forces? But I think he told me that there are two different agencies. One is like passport control, and the other one is like, I don't know, like some sort of security, national security, or NDLEA, some different, I forgot what he said, some sort of different agency. And that's why you have those two lines. But I would say that's one thing that can be improved. It would be less confusing for the people traveling through the airports. Also, guys, another tip as you guys are going through the airport, I don't know if you guys can do what I do, but for me, before I used to be so like strict, frown, a little bit more like focused, just very short in my words. But the last time I took a different approach. I just decided to be relaxed. I joked with them. You know, you can't be too uptight, because then it causes friction between you and them. But I can tell their guard was down when I greet them like, good morning, sir, how is work? How is your day going? They're like, good morning, we're good, we're fine. I laugh, I joke with them. Also make this experience pleasant for yourself. Don't go in already fully like defensive. And I can tell they let their guard down. Some of them will say, thank you so much, have a nice day. It was very cool. Some of them will still ask like, did you bring anything for us, my brother? I'll just say, I no bring anything, no. I no get anything. I even joke with them, like say, I'm the guest, and you gone. Now you're supposed to give us gift as a welcome gift, and then they start laughing and whatever that stuff. So yeah, I think it's fine. If you're not breaking any rules or any laws, you can always just go through the airports. But if you're trying to like take in some like maybe some vegetables or something you're not supposed to bring, or like whatever, make sure that you're fully equipped. Then you'll be in a situation where they have to like ask if your passport is expired or your visa is not sorted out. Any type of small variation in that process, that's when you have a delay where you have to they'll now have to call this guy or supervisor or whatever. But just try to make sure that you're knowledgeable on what's required. If a yellow fever is required, if you're like a foreign citizen, make sure you have it. If your visa, if the health declaration form is there, just make sure you have everything that you need to do, and then you can stand your ground and go through the airports and nice and scare-free. Even in the last part, the guy said, what do you have in your bag? I said, just shoes and clothes. So he opened my bag, he searched all of it, he asked for money. I'm like, I didn't bring anything. No naira. I said, no naira, no euro. Anyways, and then we skated to the airport. But I just wanted to jump in real quick and share my experience with you guys. I hope that your experience is more pleasant coming into Nigeria. This is just one of like the things, even people that travel in and out, is just one thing that is like stresses them out, is Nigerian customs and going through the airports. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you like more videos like this, subscribe. And also guys, I am launching my book that I've been trying to write for the last year. I thought it was going to take me 3 months. It took me a year. And my book is about life in Lagos. So it's an accumulation of my experiences, some that I've shared on YouTube, some that I've not shared, on how to maneuver life in Lagos. Whether you're a diaspora returning, or you're a newbie to Lagos, or you're coming on a vacation, or you want to relocate, this book is jam-packed with everything that you need to know to maneuver Lagos. You would not be in the same situation as I was in 3 years ago, trying to learn every single thing on my own. This book is like a cheat code. It's like a guide for you. So if you're interested, I'm officially launching that book today. Click on the link in the below, or the link in the description below, and you can put your pre-order in. You're gonna get a discount for being one of the few that's like gets their order in. So the book is called Life in Lagos. Definitely support me if you like to purchase this book. And lastly guys, remember, it's your time to rise and let your light shine. Peace.